Hey y'all, it's Ricky T. I'm coming to you from my dining room here at Taylor Plantation on, I believe this is the third Friday of Lent. So I'm continuing my fish sandwich reviews. Little more disappointing news before we get into the actual review. Last week I had told you guys about the disappointment of I had tried to find a fish sandwich at 5 different local sit-down restaurants. None of them really had a deep fried fish sandwich. One had a tuna sandwich, one had a catfish sandwich. I ain't doing neither one of those. And the rest didn't have any fish at all. So this week, as I look further, I'm still having a hard time finding sit-down restaurants that have fish sandwiches, which is very disappointing, especially for this time of year. You would think they would at least do a, special for this time of year, but whatever. However, I did find one fast food joint that I've actually done a review of their fish sandwich about 4 or 5 years ago, but now they have a new fish sandwich. This is something totally different. And that fast food place is Hardee's. I don't think anybody hardly ever goes to Hardee's anymore. It used to be really great, but I don't know. I haven't been in a long time. So their new fish sandwich is called the Red Hook Beer Battered Fish Sandwich. Evidently, the batter has some beer by Red Hook. Red Hook is a beer. I've never had Red Hook beer. But anyway, Red Hook beer battered fish sandwich. I tend to like a beer batter, generally speaking, more than just a regular batter or kind of the flaky coating they sometimes put on it. So I got it here. Not super big, but about normal size, I guess you could say. Again, I have them take the tartar sauce off. I don't like it. So, it does not come with cheese. It does not come with cheese. And I did not ask for cheese this time. I just wanted to get something and go because today's kind of a different Friday. Anyway, I did not get cheese. So here's what we got. Here's the sandwich. It's, kind of your rectangle or your sort of triangular. I'll open this bun up. Kind of triangular. It basically covers the bun, not completely. And we got some shredded lettuce. So you're going to get some points for the shredded lettuce. You all know if I'm going to have lettuce, shredded lettuce is the only way to go. But I would have liked to have seen some melted cheese on it. So pre-tasting, that's where you got a plus and you got a minus. The minus is a little bit bigger than the plus because cheese trumps lettuce, as I always say. So here we go. I'm gonna start on this end where we got the most fish so that we can do this and not make this an all day review. So here we go. Okay, so here we go. The fish itself, I find to be very, very good. The beer batter is very crispy. Of all of the fish sandwiches I've done in a long time, after those first couple of bites, that may have been the most crispiest batter that I've had on a fish sandwich. The fish meat is moist and it's flavorful. So very good taste. Now, I will say, I've always said the bun needs to be neutral. The bun is just there to hold the other stuff on. So we're not asking you to enhance, but we're also saying don't make things worse. I think the bun makes this a little worse. The bun is kind of hard and chewy. The bun just needs to be a regular bun that's soft and fluffy and doesn't really do anything. So that's my initial. Let's go one more time. And then I'll give you final thoughts. It's funny how fish sandwiches, they usually don't put a lot of different kind of toppings. I could have used a couple pickles. Something to give it a little more crunch, give it that pickle fermented, whatever flavor that is. That would have been nice as an added flavor note. Not on there. Again, no cheese. Would have liked to have that on there. But the lettuce was shredded, so I'll give them credit for that. The fish itself is really good. For being Hardee's, I'm a little surprised. The bread, it is hard and chewy. That second bite was not as bad as the first bite. Got some lettuce stuck in my tooth. Maybe because the first bite I didn't have an expectation. The second bites I did have an expectation. But overall, good. Not the best I've ever had, but good. If you're looking for a fish sandwich on a Friday, if that's what you do, if you're into the whole Lent thing, it's worth a try if you're trying to do different stuff as far as a fast food fish sandwich goes. So again, good, not great. I'd probably get it again. I'd get it again. It wouldn't be my first or second choice, but I'd get it again. So that's it. The Red Hook Beer Battered Fish Sandwich from Hardee's. And until next time, God bless America.